Hello everyone, and this is Holocron Transmissions. I'm your host Nick, and welcome back to our channel. Now in today's video, I'm doing my review for Star Wars Rebels Season 3, Episode 6, called The Last Battle. I hope you enjoy my review. My review for The Last Battle, Episode 5 for Star Wars Rebels. Now let me tell you, this episode was amazing. It had a lot of throwbacks from the Clone Wars. Brent Frederman did one hell of a job on this episode. This episode focuses on Rex. He has a lot of emotions when he is on the planet Agma. This planet is full of battle droids, so Seb did not take part of this last battle because his species was not in a war during the Clone Wars. So it's down to Ezra, Kanan and Rex. The command droid wants him to participate in a war game. Now this droid is really messed up in the head because he really wants to win the last battle because, he wants to win the last victory for the Separatists. Now, don't get me wrong here, this guy is just simply mad because he just wants to win, and Rex wants to win as well because you can kind of tell from both sides how they feel emotional about not winning the war during the Clone Wars, but the Clone Wars have ended and this is kind of like the last war between the Grand Army of the Republic and also the Separatists. So after that, Ezra says, I want to take part in this war game because Ezra wants to find out what it was really like fighting in the Clone Wars, and Kanan and Rex says no. But, after when they came around to it, they sort of said yes because, Ezra has no experience with Clone Wars and this is his first time ever experiencing battle droids as well. And it's kind of all new to him, and I really liked that about how Kanan and Rex just wants to finish this war once and for all. So after that, when Ezra is going for the crane, we see Chopper pulling Ezra to try and show him the shuttle, and it was like, oh, a shuttle. So basically Chopper was trying to send a distress signal to the Empire telling them which planet they were on, and I find that a stupid idea, but at the same time it was a brilliant idea because they can basically all work together, come together as one whole army. So the droids, Rex, Kanan and Ezra and Seb. So basically they had this whole thing planned out before the Empire arrived. There was like Kanan and Ezra were on the left flanking the droids' blasters to hit the proton bombs, etc. And I really like it as well how Ezra, stopped the whole war, and they basically brought peace to both sides and they all worked together as well, as I was saying before. So after that, when the stormtroopers landed, the droid went out and greeted the stormtroopers, and the stormtroopers did not care at all about this battle droid. And it was kind of funny how, it was still the same battle droids from the Clone Wars, how they were stupid, how they're funny sometimes, and I really like the stormtroopers' reactions as well. Like, is this a battle droid? I haven't seen one of these in years. So after that, the Empire brings all their cool gadgets down, but they finally defeated the Empire. The droids always win against Empire, as I said in one of my previous videos, which I did, the droids versus the Empire, who would win. And after that, they managed to escape Agma, and the droids went their separate ways, and Kanan, Ezra, Rex just went back to the Ghost Crew, and we finally got to keep something from, the Clone Wars. We get to keep the droid shuttle from the Clone Wars, and that's what I really like about it, because Kanan says, we got your ship, and Sabine, you need to repaint this. And I can't wait to see what Sabine actually makes up, which colour she puts on the droid shuttle, and I can't wait to see how well it does in action. So anyway, let's get on to the score. What would I give this episode? For me, I would give this episode probably a 10 out of 10 because it had a lot of stuff from the Clone Wars. We got the return of the battle droids, Droidicas, the shuttles from the Clone Wars, and it was an overall funny episode with the battle droids and also Captain Rex, Ezra and Kanan and Seb. And anyway guys, that's basically it. So Brent Frederman said that he's got 2 more episodes to write for Star Wars Rebels, and I really loved the ending credits. It played the Clone Wars ending credits. I was like, the Clone Wars ending credits, woo. I really like the music. It just gives a throwback to the Clone Wars, and Brent Frederman is a big fan of the Clone Wars. He really made the effort to bring back the Clone Wars to Rebels, and it was kind of like how the Clone Wars got reanimated into Star Wars Rebels, which I love. And also we got to see a U logo, which is basically Star Wars Rebels logo mixed with the Clone Wars logo as well, which I really loved about. And Brent Frederman just done a brilliant job with this episode, and I can't wait to see his rest of the episodes, which are the 2 last ones he's making for Star Wars Rebels. So anyway guys, tell me what you thought about this review down below in the comments, and I want to hear your thoughts of the new episode for Star Wars Rebels Season 3 Episode 5 The Last Battle. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and may the Force be with you always.